Hey, I want to tell you guys about the strangest gig I have ever been a part of. And I challenge my future self to beat it. 2019, January 6th, the year of our Lord, I was performing 20 minutes of stand-up comedy in a little place called Aspen, Colorado. You may know it from such seminal films such as Dumb and Dumber. Oh yeah. I was performing this 20-minute routine on the 75th birthday of a billionaire who didn't know me and I didn't know them. I'll explain the situation. You see, this woman, she grew up in Australia, had all of her education here, then after high school went overseas, and in America she met her now husband, been together for years. So for all intent and purpose, she is an American, but she wanted an Australiana-themed birthday party, and so she wanted an Australian stand-up comedian. Initially, she wanted Rebel Wilson. But Rebel must have taken the call and gone, yeah, maybe when I was on Fat Pizza, but I'm a Hollywood star now, bitches! Doesn't need it. My friend, who's a ski bum over in Aspen, he gave me a call because he's friends with this couple, and he said, do you want to do this gig? Now, this is only a couple of weeks beforehand. I was already on holiday with my family, especially my newborn, enjoying the shit out of life, sitting on my newborn child. And we were there and he said, can you do this gig? I said, no, man, that's crazy talk. Like, I'm on holidays. It's only a few weeks out. It's the busiest time of year. They should have gotten in early. I'm sorry, that is a hard no. And he said, well, they're offering this much money. I said, I'll see you there prompt. Oh, we'll be there. Every man has their price. And they just did billionaire stuff. Well, they just said, here's the money. You book the flights. You book the accommodation. I want no part of it. And because Mama didn't raise no fool, I could have booked in first class. Wouldn't have had many shekels left over, but found an angle. I booked it in an economy, but had enough points to upgrade it to business. Yeah. I don't know if anyone here travels business, but I'll let you know, two kinds of people in there. One, the people who actually paid for it. They're sitting there with their crisp polo shirts, figuring out what kind of pesky presentation they have to deliver once they hit the tarmac. And then there's people like me who are sitting there just going, hey, if it's free, get it in me! You are just stuffing everything into every open hole in your body. You're rolling up turkey breast and putting it into your eye duct. I just want to do this. You're just getting as much as you can. Just who ordered 17 pyjamas? 17 pyjamas. I will take those. Thank you. You grab 3 of them, you throw them into economy. Hey, look, guys, the poor people are fighting. Truffle all around. Okay. So I land, I finally get to Aspen, and I meet this, and they were a very lovely couple. She was really interested in what Australia was still like and whatnot, and I got to meet her husband, who's 93 years old. But sharp as a tack, still quite really across it. I'll give you his history. He's Jewish. He was born in Austria, and he was only a little boy when Hitler turned up, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to take a Kentucky and not come back. And he got out of there, went across the Atlantic, made it to America, built himself up from nothing to become a billionaire manufacturing plastics. There's no word of a lie. We had a couple of drinks, and I know this sounds trite, but I did say to him, I said, I've just had my second child. If there's anything I can pass on to them, of course I will. If anyone knows the secret to life, it would probably be you. I did ask him that. No word of a lie. And I'm looking at him just like, what will he tell me? What morsel thing will he tell me that will improve my life? And he pauses, and in his still Austrian accent, he went, secret to life is smoke and drink when you want and as much as possible try to think about sex. It's like, okay, 9 decades of being a sex pest, okay. I don't want to know what kind of plastics you're manufacturing, that's cool. That's on you. So the next night, that's when the shindig is on. It's not a big function room, it was actually an Italian restaurant that they're dressed up to be Australiana. I thought, that's very Australian, taking someone else's culture and fobbing it off as your own. That is right now hitting zone. So they're there, and there was maybe 60 people there, maybe. And they're all having fun. But I realised something when I got there, and I should have thought about this on the entire flight across, is that all these people were over 70 and all of them were billionaires. I had no points of reference whatsoever with these people. I'm like, what am I going to say? Get on stage and be like, I've been riding my bike a lot. And they're like, cool, we just bought Nigeria, so Looks like we both got something on our plate. The night goes on, it was all fine. Entrees come out, there's a couple of lovely speeches. Just people, oh, that's really great. Happy birthday, you've been wonderful, happy birthday. Mains all come out and they're eating just rich shit, you know, like, I don't know, Fabergé egg and dolphin or whatever they're eating. And she's got me hiding in the back because she wants me to be a surprise. And I can see her through the curtains into the function room. I'm like, I think she's forgotten about me. So I get the manager and say, can you go over to her and let her remind her, I'm still here. So the manager strolls over. I can see this pantomime happen, taps her on the shoulder. She goes, ah. And just gets her little 75-year-old body up. She creeps across. There's a mic stand in the corner of the room. She gets to it. She gets everyone's attention just as they're finishing their main meals and goes, everyone, I have a comedian. That's it. No, he's Australian. No, he's coming across here for this. Nothing. Just here we go. And I walk on like, oh, I'm fucked. I am sincerely not going well. Now I start telling some jokes. It's going okay. It's a pass with a push. 50% of the people are into it. The other half are not. I can still see in my mind's eye, there's this woman just across here. I can see her. I'm looking across and she looks disgusted. She's like, just looking at me aghast. For some reason, my ego, every time I drop a punchline, I look across at her like, what do you reckon? Still staring at me. Keep going on and going with all my material. It gets through it. It wasn't my best gig. Weirdly enough, it wasn't my worst. I don't know what that says about my career. But I don't know what to do. I finish it, I go, guys, that's my time. Thank you. Like, if I could run to the airport, I would have, just to get the hell out of there. I don't know what to do with myself. But luckily for me, the birthday girl, she'd been right into it from the start. She has. She was sitting in the corner. She drank so much Shiraz, she had that Shiraz face. You know, it looks like stigmata of the mouth. Like she's reprising the role of the Joker. Just and she's there cackling away. To be honest, her husband, she wasn't sitting with her husband, right? He was sitting off in the other corner. But he wasn't paying attention to me. He was just staring off to the wall. But I wasn't offended because of our conversation from the night before. I thought, he's in a better place. So I finished and she goes, come sit next to me. And I thought, okay, you can get me out of this sea of shit. This is great. So I sit next to her and I said, oh, is that okay? Was that okay? Was that good? It's like, oh, I really loved it. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. And as she said that, with her hand closest to mine, she just tapped me on the inside of my thigh. And I thought, oh, this is a game changer. I thought, don't tell me this is some indecent proposal shit or something like that. Like I'd have to call home to my partner and be like, good news and bad. I did cheat on you, but we got a yacht and I got PTSD. So, see how this goes. But I thought, oh, well, still, it's going to be a good story. And I'm sitting there with her then, I'm enjoying this expensive wine. Things are going well. Until the woman who was offended stood up and had a beeline straight towards us. And I thought, oh, no, this birthday girl really seemed to enjoy it, but this woman, she still looks offended, still got that look on her face, just really grim. She's not happy with it. There's nowhere to go. I'm sitting behind the table. I'm trapped. She'll talk to the birthday girl about how much fun it was. You know, she's like, I really enjoyed it. I didn't talk her out of it. It's going to be hard. I thought if I did want to talk to her, maybe it would be off-site, but it's here. It's in front of me. I'm looking at her. I'm like, where's this going to go? She looks at me and the birthday girl and goes, that was really good. I enjoyed that. And I was like, oh, because of plastic surgery, that's your face.
Guys, if you like this, why don't you give it a like? Who knows, I could put more out. Is that what you're after? Well, if you give me a like, then I know. Yes, I do. Do it more. Dave. Come on, more Dave. Just become self-indulgent now.